If you check all programs and you look for Microsoft Word, you will see that they call it Word. Today, when you are talking about the program, it is just okay to just refer to it as Word. All right, good morning. I welcome you back to class, and today we are going to begin a new course titled Microsoft Word. So we are going to learn about Microsoft Word and how to use it for all the amazing things it can do. Maybe you have some basic knowledge in Word, but what we are going to learn will let you know the power of Microsoft Word and help you understand how to use all the amazing tools Microsoft Word has to offer. We'll start from the basics, and in the next few weeks to come, we will move to a very advanced level and complete it. Today, we are starting with the introduction to Microsoft Word, and anytime we come to class, we will have a document that we are supposed to work on. And these documents have been carefully selected. As we work on them, we will use all the important tools in Word, and by the time we finish, we will all be very, very proficient with the program. All right, let's begin. What is Microsoft Word? Microsoft Word, also known as Word. If you check all programs and you look for Microsoft Word, you will see that they call it Word. Today, when you are talking about the program, it is just okay to just refer to it as Word, because Microsoft wants you to just call it Word. So this particular program, Microsoft Word or Word, sometimes also known as MS Word, it is a word processing software. It is a word processing software developed by Microsoft. It is one of the office productivity applications included in the Microsoft Office suite. It was first released on October 25, 1983. Wow. So Microsoft Word has been around since 1983. And in all those years, Microsoft Word has stood as the best word processor in the whole wide world. From the definition here, we learn that Microsoft Word is a word processing software. What is a word processing software? What is a word processing software? A word processing software, simply known as word processor, is a computer software program that enables you to create documents. It also allows you to edit, format, and also print. When it comes to computer software, we have a category of software applications that we call word processors or word processing software. Now, Microsoft Word picked its name from what it does. What does Microsoft Word do? It does word processing. It is a word processor. This word processing or word processor, in this part of the world, people don't use this phrase most of the time, and people don't know of what is word processing or what a word processor is. Microsoft Word is just an example of a word processor. We have several word processors out there. Microsoft Word is a word processor. Examples of documents include letters, resumes, company profiles, business contracts, agendas, memos, notes, assignments, books, PDF documents, newsletters, and many more. Microsoft Word can be used to create all kinds of documents and more. The pictures I have here are examples of commonly used word processors in the world. Microsoft Word is not the only word processor out there. There is a popular word processor called Google Docs. I don't know if you have never heard of Google Docs. Google Docs is the second most popular word processor out there. When you say word processor, what do you mean? When you say word processor, you are actually talking about a computer software that is used to create documents. All those programs that are used to create documents, we call them word processors. Programs like Excel are called spreadsheet applications. Those category of programs are called spreadsheets. And when we talk about spreadsheet, Excel is not the only spreadsheet application in the world. We have Google Sheets, we have Apple Numbers, the Apple products, they call it iWork Numbers. When it comes to word processing, Microsoft Word is an example of a word processor. Because Microsoft Word is so popular, instead of knowing it as a word processor, you may just know the name of the program Microsoft Word. And so some people only know of Microsoft Word. They have no idea of word processing or word processor. But what I'm telling you today is that Microsoft Word is a word processor. Are you here? What are some of the popular word processors out there? Like I said, Google Docs. We have Apple iWork Pages. If you're a Mac user, there's a program called Pages. Pages. The full name is Apple iWork Pages, but the program is just known as Pages. The same way Microsoft Word is simply known as Word. If you're an Apple user on the Mac OS operating system, you will find a software called Pages. When you open to that program, that is the Apple version of a word processor. We have other very, very popular word processors out there, like the Apache OpenOffice Writer. And this Apache OpenOffice, they actually have a collection of office productivity programs. So under Apache OpenOffice, they have their word processor, they have their spreadsheet application, they have their presentation software. Even Apple also has a presentation software called Keynote. So that program is a presentation software. Microsoft has its presentation software. Microsoft has its spreadsheet application known as Excel, and Microsoft has its word processing software known as Word. There is another very, very popular word processor called LibreOffice Writer. And this LibreOffice, it is also a collection of office programs on the Linux operating system. If you're a Linux user, immediately you log on to your operating system, you have the LibreOffice as your office programs. I mean, your office productivity programs. If you want your word processor, it is called Writer, LibreOffice Writer. All right. All I want to tell you is that Microsoft Word is a word processor. It is one of the word processors out there, and actually it is the most popular word processor in the world. Why do we learn Microsoft Word? Microsoft Word is the most widely used word processor in office environments across the globe. It allows you to create professional looking documents for multiple purposes. It has been designed to be user-friendly, interactive, and powerful, which drastically increases productivity at the workplace. Microsoft Word features advanced document formatting tools, automatic spell check, thesaurus, copy and paste functions, the ability to add images, tables, charts, shapes, and several elements to make your document professional. Let's open to Microsoft Word and look at how the program looks like. To open to Microsoft Word, you need to click on Start. You can just start typing Word. Just start typing Word. What I see people do here is that they will start typing Microsoft Word, and that is terrible. Don't type Microsoft Word. Microsoft wants you to call the program Word. They simply want you to call it Word, and they have named it as Word. So when you are looking for it, just type Word. You will see Word over here. That's the icon up here. And all you have to do is to click on it, and it is going to start. So you can see Word 2019. I am using Word 2019. When it comes to Microsoft Word is released in 3 different packages. It's released among the Microsoft Office suite. And when you talk about the Office suite, you are talking about all the Office programs together. That includes Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, Access, Outlook, and all the other Office productivity software. It is also released in another package called Microsoft 365, and it's also released online. If you don't have Word on your machine, you can use the online version. The online version looks just like this. It has the same tools, the same features. You can create your document, edit your document with the online version. That is if you don't have it installed. In the Office suite, it is released in a 3-year interval. And so we have Microsoft Office Suite 2007. Then we have Office Suite 2010. We have Office Suite 2013. We have Office 2016. We have Office 2019. And the next one is going to be Office 2022. Now we are in 2021, and so the latest one is definitely Office 2019. All right. When you start Microsoft Word, you are going to get this interface. The 2016 and 2019 has a similar welcome screen like this. So this is a welcome screen. Over here, you can see Home. Home allows you to create a new document, a new blank document. It also allows you to use templates, and if you want more templates, you can click here for more templates. We'll talk more about templates later. Over here, you have your recent documents. You can go through your recent documents, and you have pinned documents. If there are some documents you have pinned, you will find them here. So you can pin documents to always have them on the welcome screen. Also, we have a button here that says New. When you click on New, you have a similar interface, and you can create a blank document or create a document from a template. You can also search online for templates. We'll talk more about templates later. So over here are templates. These templates are simply already designed documents that you have to customize. They are already designed documents, and all you have to do is to pick them and customize. Those are templates. So Microsoft helps people to be able to create documents from templates. So if you want to create something like this annual report and you don't know how to do all this designing, you can just use a template and you have the design, the layout, the styling, everything. All you have to do is to edit the text and put your company information in, and it is done. And that is the purpose of templates. Microsoft wants you to use templates that way to make your work easy. But you need to also know how to create your own document. And so we have blank document, and that is what we will be using. Over here you have Open, where you get access to open previous documents. we have account, feedback, and options. Let's click on account. Over here on the accounts tab here, you'll be able to see some information about your Microsoft Word, and certain things you can do here is to find your user information, your user account. You can change the office background to whatever you like, and if you check the top right here, you can see that as I change the background, it changes at the top right over there. So that gives you a simple design based on what you like. So let me choose this one, and then over here we have Office theme. Office allows you to change your office to different themes. We have colorful, we have dark gray, we have black, we have white, and we have system settings. Let me use the dark gray for you to see. When you switch to dark gray, your Microsoft Word becomes like this. If you see someone using Word this way, it doesn't mean there's a problem. It simply means he has changed the theme. You can change it to black if you like black. You can change it to white or the colorful. I think I'll go with the colorful for now. All right, now let's go back to new. Sorry, let me click on options. Over here under options, you get a chance to set or to do all the settings in Microsoft Word, and Microsoft Word gives you total control over every feature in Microsoft Word. If you understand how to use the options, you can customize anything you want. You can customize the ribbon, you can customize the auto correction system, you can customize mathematical equations, you can customize anything. The command bars, anything you want in Word. Let me cancel this and we'll go back to, okay, let's just go to new and click on blank document. When you click on blank document, you have a beautiful window like this, and this particular window is the main user interface of Microsoft Word. Let me zoom in and take you around. At the top here, we have the quick access toolbar where you place commands that you frequently use. And so on the quick access toolbar, you'll be able to get quick access to certain commands. Over here, when you click on this arrow, you'll be able to add more commands to your quick access toolbar. For example, if you want to print, let's select quick print. You can do a quick print. If you want to do print preview and print, you can do that here. So these are commands you can add to your quick access toolbar to have quick access to them. That is why it is called quick access toolbar. You can also come down here and click on more commands, and that will lead you to where you can fully customize the quick access toolbar, and you can put any command you want on it. Apart from the quick access toolbar, we have file, and this file takes us to where we call the Backstage View. The Backstage View is very similar to the welcome screen, and it allows us to see our Microsoft Word in the Backstage. Over here, you can create a new document again. You can get access to old documents. You can open previous documents. You get access to what is called the info. This info button, when you click on it, it brings you here to several information about your documents. And so if you want to set the author of the document. This is where you come and you place the author. If you want to fill the information here, as to the title, add comments, the date created, and all that, this is where you get access to those information. Sometimes people take other people's documents and they change things and present as their own. If you take any document and you come to the info, you will know the name of the original author. So in examination, when you have a research paper or a document to create and you send somebody's work, if it is in Microsoft Word, they can check the author and know who the author is. They can know the date it was created. So if you didn't create it, you will know that, or they will know that it was created on a different date. You have the option to protect your document, inspect, manage, and more commands here. Later we'll look at all of them. You have the option to save your work, save as, print, share, export, close, and all of these that we've talked about before. All right, just like in Microsoft Excel, we have this giant toolbar here, and the name of this toolbar is called, who remembers the name? No, it's called the ribbon. The ribbon. Do you remember the ribbon? Okay, so Excel also has its ribbon. Microsoft Word has its ribbon. So let me explain it this way. Let me highlight it for you to see. Right from here, let me highlight it for you to see. Watch this. Right from here to here, let me highlight it for you to see. Right from here all the way to here, what I have highlighted is called the ribbon. With the ribbon, we have several tabs. These things are called tabs. They are called what? All these tabs are on the ribbon. So we have the home tab, we have the insert tab, we have the draw tab, we have the design tab, layouts, references, mailings, reviews, view, help, and the tell me. I believe you remember the tell me. Do you remember the tell me? I'll talk about it again. Alright, so in Microsoft Word, we have several tabs on the ribbon. We have one ribbon and several tabs. Now, anytime you click on any tab, what happens is that the commands under that tab will show down here. So all the commands we see here are for the home tab. So if you want any command that is in the home tab, you need to click the home tab and find that command. If the command you are looking for is in the insert tab, you need to click on the insert tab and find it. We have the draw, design, and all of these. And all of these are on what is called the ribbon. When you come down here, you are going to see a message. This message, what does it say? What do you see? What do you see here? Collapse the ribbon. So Over here at the top right, you can see this arrow here called collapse the ribbon. This collapse the ribbon can be found on any tab. When you click on any tab at all and you move to the right, you are going to see this arrow there, collapse the ribbon. What does the collapse the ribbon do? When you click on it, what it does is that it will hide the ribbon. So when you are working in Microsoft Word and you need more space to work, you can hide the ribbon. When you hide the ribbon, the tabs do not go away, the tabs are still showing. When you click on any tab, the ribbon will drop down for you. When you click on any tab, the commands under that tab will drop down for you. And so you can still use your ribbon, just that when you click away from it, it will collapse again. So when you set it this way, you always have the ribbon collapsed. If you want it back, all you have to do is to click on any of the tabs, any of them at all, and move to the far right. When you move to the far right again, you are going to see another message that says what? Pin the ribbon. Pin the ribbon is very important because when you click on it, it will pin the ribbon and the ribbon will stay. The ribbon will not go anywhere again. So when you click away from it, the ribbon stays. This is pin the ribbon. Hello. Let's look at the tabs again. With this particular version, we have the home tab, insert, draw, design, layout, references, mailings, review, view, help, and we have tell me. This tell me is a new feature in 2016, and this feature helps you to tell Microsoft Word what you want. So over here it says that just start typing here to bring features to your fingertips and get help. So let's say you want to print, you don't know where to find print. If you have this version, just click inside the tell me and type print. Don't type I want to print, just type print. And over here you are going to see print. Let's say you want to insert pictures, just type insert pictures, and you see insert picture. You don't even have to finish typing, it will show. Let's say you want to run a grammar check. Let me type grammar. Over here I can see spelling and grammar. When I click on it, it will scan my document and check my spellings and my grammar. Where there are mistakes, it will let me know. Let's say you want to add citations. So let's come to citations. Over here I can see insert citations. So all these things we are going to learn about them. You are going to know how to insert citations. You are going to know how to give references and all that, and a whole lot. So in Microsoft Word we are going to cover all the important things you are supposed to know. Now when it comes to the tabs again, for example the home tab, if you come down here you are going to see a group of commands, and the group has been given a name. So you can see that this is called clipboard. You can see that this is called font. You can see that this is called paragraph. And over here we have styles. These labels are referred to as groups. They are called groups. They are called what? They are called groups. So when we talk about the styles group, this is where we are talking about. When we talk about the paragraph group, when we talk about the font group, when we talk about the clipboard group, this is where we are talking about. When it comes to the clipboard group, we have several commands in the clipboard group. We have the paste, we have the cut, we have copy, and we have the format painter. All these commands are in the clipboard group. When it comes to the font group, we have the font name, we have the font size, we have increase font, decrease font, change case, we have clear all formatting, we have font color, we have text highlight color, we have text effect and typography, we have superscript, we have subscript, we have strike through, we have underline, italics, bold. All these are called commands, and all these commands are in a group, and the group is named what? Font. So when they ask you to come to the home tab and the font group, you know exactly where you are supposed to go. When they ask you to come to the insert tab and the illustrations group, you know where exactly you are supposed to go. When they ask you to come to the insert tab pages group, you know exactly where you are supposed to go. So all the tabs have groups, all the tabs have group names, and the groups have several commands within them. Excellent. At the bottom here, we have what is called a status bar. This status bar will let you know the number of pages you have in your document. So far we have page 1 of 1. It will also count all the words in your document. So let's say you are writing an essay and they tell you to have 2,000 words. You can know over here. When you check down here, you can see that you have your 2,000 words. Over here, it allows you to select a language. So we have the English US. You can click on it and you can change the language. If you want French, from France. If you want any other language, you can select from here. At the bottom right corner, we have the slider, the zoom slider here. And this slider, what it does is to help you to zoom your document. So far I have zoomed in to 120%. We have the decrease zoom or the zoom out, and we have the zoom in, that is to increase the zoom. You can also use this bar and slide to zoom. So you can slide to the left to decrease or to the right to increase. So this is for the zoom in. Let me set it to 100% and show you. So when it is set to 100%, this is what you see. Your document paper appears in the 100% view. So I don't know if you can see the white paper here. Can you see the white paper? Okay, this white paper here is the actual paper you are about to prepare your document on. That is the white you see over there. Sometimes you open to your Microsoft Word and it looks very small like this. When it looks small like this, it doesn't mean the font size has been reduced. It doesn't mean you are supposed to increase the font size. What has happened is that the zoom feature has been, or the zoom has been reduced. So you have to increase the zoom. It is just like this PDF here in Chrome. I can come here and reduce the zoom. When I reduce the zoom, what happens is that the documents appear smaller. It doesn't mean you are supposed to increase the font size. What it means is that you can see the entire page if you want. You can see several pages if you want. And the view of the document will be smaller. You can use the plus to increase the view, to zoom in, and as you zoom in, you see the percentage. So right now I have 80%, I have 90%, I have 100%. If I wanted to fill my screen, I will just keep on increasing till it fills my screen, and that is 150%. So this is just to increase the view or decrease it. In Microsoft Word, we have the same feature here. You can increase to 140, 150. Depending on the width of your screen, you can increase or decrease to a comfortable level. There is no rule that says you have to use 100 or 120. It is just based on your preferences. If you prefer the 120, for example, I think the 120 is okay for me, I can set it to 120 because of the screen I'm using. If you want it to be 100, you can set it to 100. All right, so these are some few features. As we work on the document, we are going to encounter all the other features.